Hello everybody and welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. Now, I'm not going to do a recap. We didn't do too much in the last one. If you don't know where we are, then I encourage you. Watch the other two. They're just as cringy and whatnot. Just as cringy and whatnot as this one will surely be. Wait a minute. No. Don't tell me I did it. Don't tell me I did it. Don't tell me I did it. Well, you guys do not have to worry anymore. Like the retard I am. I saved over my original file. Ha ha ha. You died. Retard count 1. Huh. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. I took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. So why don't you just open the door and let it drop? That's what it is. That's what Satoko was after. Making me focus my attention upward, so I lifted my hand to the door. There was thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape. A frightening trap. A frightening trap? Bullcrap, that girl's trying to commit a murder. Yeah, ironic. I know. Okay. Concealed by using that blackboard eraser. Impressive combination, Satoko. But in the end, nothing more than the trivial machinations of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw open the door and stepped into the room. I felt something strange on my ankle. The sensation similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching my leg. By the time I realized she had me. Hook, line, and sinker. It was already too late. Began to fall in almost picturesque manner. Kei-chan, watch out! Kei-chan, watch out. You know what, they can't really blame me for screwing up these voices when they don't give me a sign like this. Kei-chan, watch out! Instinctively reacted to Mion's shrill warning. I twisted my body in midair before I landed on the floor. Ow, ow, ow! An inkstone filled to the brim was placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered, imagining the situation had I landed square on it. My, what do we have here? My, what do we have here? A fair morning to you, Keiichi-chan. Aren't we a lively one this morning? Still sprawled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. That was a step up from your usual trap, Satoko. I haven't the faintest idea of what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning. You little... Ow. It seemed I'd inadvertently sprained my back a little when I landed. Better than landing on that inkstone. A small hand gently rubbed my head. Pain, go away. The small dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head. You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If you rub it like this, the pain disappears. I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. Okay, clearly you didn't want to ask, so I will. How? How do you figure? Oh, crap. My pubic hair feels better than it did. You could quote that one. It's not so much about what you actually do, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now. Yay! Rika-chan! Good morning! Good morning to you, Rina. Good morning to all. Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. It was infectious. Rina, Mion, and I all bowed back. That little twerp. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Satoko. That little thought. She may be only a little kid, but to me, she is a full-grown thought. I glared over in her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. I am the very model of a good girl. A good girl wouldn't set those nasty traps. Nothing but lies. Slander. Exactly what to prove. Ah! I picked up Satoko by the back of her collar. She looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this. But a cat wouldn't be setting these traps. Oh crap, have you read Nekopara? I mean, who reads Nekopara? Nah, not me. Let them cat girls go. She's much harder to deal with. I'm sorry. Try saying that. If you won't say it. I cocked my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Satoko's forehead. Now, what you need to do is take a broom and start shoving it slowly but surely right up until she says, I'm sorry. I'm against violence. You don't even have any proof. Like, just so you know. Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts. It can split plywood right in half. Stop! Get away from me! You beast! Like, don't say that in a way people will misunderstand. A small hand tugged at the back of my shirt. This is her new voice. Like, she's been lonely since you were gone for 2 days. Rika-chan really is just so... How could you do anything more after being told that? I gently released my grip on Satoko, who at this point was on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. Like, I don't want you to hurt her, but she's my best friend. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Like, you mustn't cry, Satoko. Keep on fighting. Yeah. Rika gently petted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess these two are the same age. I think Satoko could learn a thing, or a million, from Rika-chan. Like, next time, set an even more amazing trap. Take his balls and everything. Like, next time, put a Scooby snack in the door. Like, when he touches it, poof, his hand smells like pure crap. Like, Satoko, he could do it. Oh. Wait a minute. As she observed the scene, Rita's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon. Oh, Satoko-chan is crying? So cute. You can't take them home. Huh? But, they're so cute. You can't, no matter how cute they are. But, just for a bit, it's fine. Rita kept a cutesy face even as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. According to Mion, Rita's ridiculously weak to the cute things and always tries to take them home. Object or person. Stealing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. Give it up. Then I could just looking. That should be fine, right? Okay, hold it right now. She's gonna be a pedophile later in life. I mean, I'm just saying. Police are gonna be looking at her like, okay, they're gonna have to throw you in jail. You know, because you decided to take a child home with you after seeing her on the playground. You know, it's not quite right to be, taking children home. Especially children named Peter. I don't know what you've been doing, Peter, but, you should stop that. Rina swooned over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Hanamizawa, I'll be forced to turn Rina in to the authorities. You the man. You my bro, Sif. Forgive me, Rina. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away. My teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up. That inkstone is yours, right? Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtacks stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself. No. Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. That messy hoe. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedlam from before had been neatly tidied up. We made it in time. Rise, attention. Young gave out the morning commands. It's difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach some different to each one. But naturally, she ends up spending all of her time with the younger kids. Rita and Mion, being in the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. They even end up helping me teach the younger kids. So it seems like they can never get to their own studies. I'm sorry. If I was told to help a kid learn things, I don't think I can. Because I can't very well teach well. I can't explain things very well either. I end up twisting it beyond repair so quickly, and I give up just as quickly. And then everyone's like, no, come on, man. Keep digging that hole. You're making a pretty good sized one. Might as well keep going. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Rina and Mion with their studies. You're a pretty good teacher, Kei-chan. Or Kun. Easy to understand. Rena took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. It makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. Also, your brain shallow. 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 You know what else is shallow? That water. Spill that tea, honey. Well, I am sorry. Oh, I am sorry. Oh, no. You can stone. You can start stoning me if you want. I'll take it. I'll take it like a man. They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. So while you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice. In contrast, this person over here is quite laissez-faire about things. If I butchered it, and I'm willing to bet on I did, I am sorry. Come on. Hit me with them fancy words and I don't know what I'm doing. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Look, Mion, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there'll be trouble later on. With these marks, it's not like I'm aiming to go on to a prestigious school. I'm planning on staying here, hammering down on all these hoes and hoes. Oh, with this hammer, no foreshadowing or anything. So, Rena, you better hide that bat from him. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exams a little at a time. Her staunch defiance was really something else. This was a different type of relaxed than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exam. Mei-chan, Keiichi-kun is doing his best to teach us. We need to try hard too. You're such a good and honest kid, Rena. I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school. Thanks so much. Especially you, Rena. Private lessons, just the two of us. Private lessons? A puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Rena's head. Exactly what kind of private lesson is she fantasizing about that's making her turn so red? I'd like to jump in. I'd like to give a little recap of what's going on in there. Now, I'm going to be a little light on this because there may be younger audience watching. I doubt it, but just in case, I'm going to be very curt about it. They're straight boning each other. They're slamming uglies. They're bumping to the rhythm. I'll laugh at my own jokes, deal with it. While Mion was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual question, which we will have to find out next time. Which is right now! Okay. So in the city, do you have to study this much? If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university. So you study just to get into a university? Well, yeah, basically. While knowing this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future, out here, you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. Really? Study equal entrance exam. Having that basic law of the universe so easily overturned sent me in a state of shock. I concur. What is with this bullcrap? Why can't you give me some of that nice, good old stuff over here? Man, if that was the truth, this white boy would be sitting right in college right now. Man, I have a full degree. My mom made sure I got sent up in there. You know what I'm saying? And you probably do if you have parents, then you know. Well, parents that actually give a crap. Debates, please. Do start. That's pretty good. Yeah. That's right. That is right. There are really enough people around here to are weeding them out with an exam. If anyone can get into university, then there's no need to be all uptight about this stuff, right? Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge. This old geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. It is too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was Mion, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. She probably meant, oh, that looks like a good hole, let's go jump in it. Hole diving, heck yeah, let's do it. Go, boys and girls. We gotta get mad lad all up in there. Fist, arm deep, elbow deep. Gotta figure, yeah. Mm-hmm. In place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a hand rifted through the classroom. K-chan, we're done. We're done. It's our wonderful lunch time. In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period. Ichigun, let's have lunch. I might have been making a very troubled face. Rena smiled brightly at me. Alright, let's eat. There seemed to be different cliques, even within the class. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different, and we had both boys and girls. We weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Like we all talked about the big booty. Well, considering I'm the only guy there, if we're talking about butts, it's probably because I said something stupid, and Mion was like, heck yeah, let's talk about the big booty holes. We gotta get them bigger. Yeah, Mion, come on, sing it, girl. No, I'm not proud of this, but I'll stand by it. Rina and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Satoko and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well. Hurry! Rina waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. You piece of crap. Unless everybody was together, they wouldn't even open their lunchboxes. Keiichi-san's lunchbox is most assuredly filled with nothing but bread crust, like some sort of destitute plebeian. Why don't you just show it to us? Come now, show us that little thing you got. Even though Satoko was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. Pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry for keeping you waiting. Well then, Representative me. Why, please give the single a start. At first, this was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. That's the difference between me and you guys. If you're running late and I got a time frame to be eating my food, well, you see me. I ain't waiting. You best hurry up and sit down. At this point, our ages and genders may all have all been different, but we were all friends. Let's eat. Let's eat. Like, let's eat. Let's eat. Let's eat. Sound of our 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group made up of all girls. Of course, there are other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger than me, so they are scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. Yeah, unfortunately, I was the kid with the loud mouth thinking, "Oh, you don't scare me." Kicked in the face. Well, now you're scaring me pretty good, sir. Maybe I can shine your shoes. Compare that to girls, at least these girls aren't picky. You put all the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick at them. I thought girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining it. However, Mia noticed that and teased me quite a bit. The fruit of my efforts. As a fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's dish. My, isn't Sir Kaiichi's lunch extravagant today? My, isn't Madame Satoko's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Satoko was starting, chopsticks locked in across counter, snapping into each other's lunch. My, how delicious! Oh, this taro's good. The stewed stuff is good too. Even cold. I know, switch that up. After seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expression broke into a little smile. Like, I saved some from dinner last night. Which is pretty out of character, but, like, Scoob was asleep. By the way, Satoko and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. It seems like Rika-chan makes it for both of them every day. But with that, I am going to leave off here. Thank you for watching another Higurashi video, and I hope you come back again for the next episode. Goodbye.